What's up? MountainManDan here. Today, I'm giving you a tour of my gear garage. Before we get started, please subscribe to my channel. Leave some feedback below if you would like to know more about the gear garage. This is my favorite part of the van because this is where the fun lives. So my van was designed around bikes. That was the #1 thing in my life at the time. So between that and coupe, this is how I designed this van. So we've got bike storage, which is directly under the bed with the longest part of the storage. And then the rest of it has all been filled in to the brim to maximize space. As I've been in the van for this many years, I have added new sports to my quiver. So that's why I've got multiple boards in here. The wetsuit hanging just to stay dry while I can and also not crumpled up when it's not being used and being stored, as well as bike tools and out of season stuff like fly fishing gear, other pads for biking like downhill riding, as well as extra water storage, outdoor mat. The list goes on. So as I pull stuff out, I'm gonna try to keep it organized so at least it's easy to see. But when I also am gonna go lay my bikes down outside, I'm gonna try to keep it all together so it's also easy to stow back up as well. Let's dig in. Bikes are the largest, the most time-taking, and the dirtiest. Those are what always require a little more effort to get out of the van. Next, I'm going to dig into all the surf stuff, which should be out quite quickly. It's rare I ever sit back here and hang out, but it is spacious. Reason being, it's normally full of crap, like all the stuff you just watched me pull out. Bikes, 3 surfboards, 2 storage containers full of extra stuff, including fly fishing boots, snowboard boots, fly fishing waders, snowboard outerwear, snowboard helmet, goggles, gloves, warmer clothing for when I am fly fishing in the winter. Okay. That about sums it up. A lot of extra gear for other season stuff. One thing you might notice here is that gray box through here. That is the back of my interior drawers. That drawer system contains a junk drawer, miscellaneous everything else. Okay, 2 junk drawers, and then 2 kitchen drawers, one for utensils, coffee, plateware, all that stuff, and then above it's just going to be another variety of that stuff, whatever it took to condense it down into all that stuff. In some previous videos I've also shown you how I try to keep all that stuff quiet and how it's organized, so using some dividers in those areas, that's what keeps all that stuff contained, quiet, and fitting into those drawers maximally, because that was an area that was difficult to get like Tupperware in with all of my kitchen crap, because it adds up fast. Other stuff you'll notice is some of these bungees hanging here. I think these are called the Perfect Bungie. They are amazing. They have additional little slots to where you can hook it to itself, which is amazing. They don't dry out like normal rubber bungees, and they've got a plastic hook, which is amazing. So I use these to lash up boards and keep them to the bottom of the bed, as well as keep like a trowel or what other people might call a shit shovel, bleacher chairs, extra bike parts, as well as a fly fishing net. So all of that stuff is stuffed and stowed tightly and neatly so it'll stay quiet and not bother me pulling stuff in and out. On this side you'll see where my bike shower comes out, as well as yoga mat, all of my batteries, air compressor, other aspects of the electrical system including fuse box and inverter, as well as the backside of some of the remotes and whatnot that are accessible from the interior of the van. One thing that I've absolutely loved on this van is the simplicity when it came to storage on the doors. This is just outdoor carpet on a panel, and we plugged that right into the area where the window would be. I chose not to order my van with windows just so I had security in the back and was able to use the space as much as possible. Once you've got outdoor carpet on these are stretch cargo nets that are normally used for car interiors, and that's just an automotive purpose that I found, and they were on Amazon. I think you can get 2 for $6. And if you're a Prime member, it'll be there in 2 days. The reason I like these is because it keeps stuff open air. It's not in a pocket, but it's also able to breathe. So that's bike gloves, bike pads. This is the shower stuff that I've got, just that's ready to connect to my on-demand system, as well as soap. And then this has pads in it. Normally the pads are not in there because currently they are still wet from today's ride. This side over here, similar stuff, open air things. This has got a towel that I string up just for privacy when showering. Surf booties in a place where they can still dry. Sunglasses when I ride. Different trails, as well as a disc, trail maps. You know, if we're tailgating and wanting to play some dope Frisbee games, boom, we got a disc. And of course, don't forget the air compressor hose. I use that in case I need to fill the tires back up after we deflate them for mud, snow, or beach cruises, or blowing hair off of the dog after a trim, or blowing the garage out. Any other purpose, if you need compressed air, we've got it. So I hang that just because I can't find a great place to stow it anyways, and this was simple, just to put bolt in through there, put a hanger on it, and that's just old climbing webbing and a carabiner, and that's got that stowed. Thanks for checking out the garage today. It's cool to see how we organize things in the van so we maximize life from the interior. It's definitely just the way I did it. It is not how most people or all people do vans. It does happen to be the way I thought I would get the most out of that space. So the garage, by all means, is where you keep all the fun-tivities, and then the rest of the living goes on in the interior. There's many ways to do it, and I love seeing the creativity of all the new van styles coming out. So drop comments below if you have them. Otherwise, please remember to subscribe to the channel and like this video. Thanks.